Coco Gauff's champion roar dominates Jessica Pegula to claim Wuhan open glory. Trophy fire. The sky above Wuhan glimmered with a deep hue of dusk, soft lavender bleeding into gold as the last light faded beyond the horizon. It was October 12th, 2025, the night destiny waited for one name to echo across the world. Coco Gauff, the prodigious 21-year-old who had conquered hearts and courts alike, stood at the center of it all. Opposite her, Jessica Pegula, the seasoned warrior, calm, composed, and lethal in her quiet focus. Under the blazing lights of the Wuhan Optics Valley International Tennis Center, the moment was ripe for history. The crowd buzzed like an electric current, thousands of voices merging into one heartbeat, chanting, "Coco! Coco!" The stakes weren't just a trophy. It was legacy, dominance, and the soul of American tennis compressed into a single match. High voltage, the road to glory. Coco's road to the final had been nothing short of epic. Wuhan had witnessed her transformation, not just as an athlete, but as a phenomenon. In the round of 16, she outlasted Elena Rybakina in a grueling 3-set thriller that tested every ounce of her resolve. In the quarterfinal, she dismantled Ons Jabeur with a display of power tennis so fierce that even commentators said, "This is not a player in form. This is a player in full command." And in the semifinal, she stunned Aryna Sabalenka, the reigning world number one, with a tactical masterclass that blended ferocity and finesse. Each victory built her confidence. Each match sharpened her hunger. Now, there was only one mountain left to climb, Jessica Pegula. Pegula had carved her own path through the tournament with composure and precision. She was a perfect foil to Gauff's intensity, a mirror reflecting maturity and experience. Two Americans, two contrasting styles. One crown, tennis opening battle, power versus precision. The match began with the sharp crack of a serve, Gauff's signature 120 miles per hour missile down the tee. The ball rocketed past Pegula before she could react. The crowd roared. From the first rally, it was clear Coco was locked in. Her movement was poetry, fluid yet explosive. Every forehand sounded like thunder. Every backhand sliced through the air with surgical accuracy. Pegula, calm as still water, countered with control. She absorbed the power, redirected the pace, and looked for openings. For the first 4 games, neither player budged. 4-4, a deadlock. Then came the shift. Pegula missed a crucial first serve. Gauff pounced, ripping a forehand return winner down the line, followed by a backhand, so deep it forced an error. Break point. Another missile serve came from Pegula, but Gauff read it like a book. Charging forward, landing a breathtaking backhand cross-court winner. The stadium exploded. Coco screamed, "Let's go!" punching the air. 5-4, 1 game away. Moments later, she sealed the set with an ace, her 7th of the night. First set, 6-4 Gauff. She raised her fist high, eyes blazing. Her roar, a mix of adrenaline and belief, echoed across the arena. It was a champion's roar. Tornado second set, Pegula's counterattack. But Jessica Pegula wasn't done. As the second set began, her expression hardened into focus. Her footwork sharpened, her serves deepened, her strategy changed. She began to draw Coco into longer rallies, forcing errors, slicing low, redirecting pace. Gauff's rhythm faltered for the first time. At 2-1, Pegula broke serve with a clever drop shot. At 4-1, she hit an ace down the line, her calm demeanor barely cracking a smile. The veteran was schooling the prodigy. Gauff's frustration showed. She looked to her box, shook her head. But champions don't crumble, they adapt. At 4-2, she dug deep. Her next service game was flawless. Aces, forehand winners, and a jaw-dropping rally that ended with a sprinting passing shot. The crowd roared back to life. Still, Pegula's composure carried her through the set. 6-3, Pegula. 1 set apiece. The final would be decided by the decider. Fire the decider. Heart of a lion. Under the bright Wuhan night, the energy inside the arena was electric. The air trembled with anticipation. Fans waved flags and banners. Coco the Conqueror believed the Gauff era. Coco closed her eyes, inhaled deeply. She whispered, "Trust your fight." From a very first point, she unleashed a storm. Her shots had venom. Her footwork was electric. She moved like lightning, attacked like thunder. At 2-2, they played a 23-shot rally, Pegula defending every ball until Coco struck an impossible forehand winner that landed just inside the baseline. The crowd gasped, then erupted. Pegula smiled in disbelief, nodding as if to say, "Too good." Momentum swung heavily in Coco's favor. She broke serve with another blistering return, then held confidently for 4-2. Pegula fought hard. Every rally was a test of endurance and willpower, but Coco was transcendent now. Her rhythm was divine, her focus unbreakable. At 5-3, Gauff stepped up to serve for the championship. The crowd went silent. The world watched. Spark of the final game, roar of destiny. Coco bounced the ball. Once, twice. She exhaled. Her heart raced, but her mind was calm. First serve, ace. The crowd leapt to its feet. 15-0. Pegula fought back, returning deep, forcing a rally. Coco countered with a stunning forehand up the line. 30-0. 2 points away. Pegula hit a brave return winner. 30-15. Then another rally. Coco chased every ball, sliding, lunging, refusing to give up. Pegula sent one long. 40-15. Championship point. Coco looked up, eyes glistening. Her lips moved silently. For them, she served wide. Pegula returned high. Coco stepped in, unleashed a forehand bomb. Pegula stretched, but the ball sailed wide. Game, set, match, Coco Gauff. The arena erupted in chaos. Confetti exploded into the night. Coco dropped her racket, fell to her knees, and screamed, a roar that pierced through the noise, raw and triumphant. Tears welled in her eyes. Her team, her family, her fans, all on their feet. She had done it. Coco Gauff, Wuhan Open Champion 2025. Trophy the ceremony, the Queen of Wuhan. As she stood on the podium, trophy in hand, Coco's smile glowed brighter than the silver plate itself. The stadium lights shimmered off her golden braids as chants of "Cio-Cio." "Cio-Cio" filled the night sky. When the announcer declared her prize, $5.96, 000, the crowd gasped in awe. Pegula, runner-up, received $351,000 and a standing ovation of her own. But for Gauff, the number didn't matter. Gemstone, the champion's reflection. In an interview days later, Coco reflected on her triumph. "Winning here means so much to me. Wuhan has a special energy. It reminds me that greatness isn't about where you come from, but how much you give." When asked about her champion roar, she laughed. "I don't plan it. It just comes out. It's the sound of everything inside me, the struggle, the work, the joy." The interviewer smiled. "And what's next for Coco Gauff?" Her reply was instant. "More. Always more." Dove epilogue. The roar that changed everything. That night in Wuhan would be remembered as more than a victory. It was a statement. A new era had begun. The roar that shook the stadium became a metaphor for belief, courage, and evolution. Coco Gauff's name wasn't just etched on a trophy. It was engraved in the story of sport itself. Years later, fans would still replay that moment. Her final serve, her scream of triumph, her tears of joy. And they'd whisper with pride and awe, "That was the night the world heard the champion's roar." Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time.